News at 6.
I've got to say, I've never seen devastation like this.
President Obama tours Tuscaloosa as the death toll from the southern tornado outbreak reaches a new heartbreaking high. Good evening, everyone. I'm Carol Goldsmith.
And I'm Michael Cogdill. The damage and the loss of life are so great, officials in Alabama still don't have the official numbers tonight.
We do know the number of people killed is close to 300, and at least one of those twisters measured EF5. That's the strongest, with winds of more than 200 miles per hour. A massive number of tornadoes cut a swath across the South. The total since Monday is close to 250, with nearly 180 of those tornadoes touching down Wednesday night.
News 4's Sean Mazzarello continues our coverage of this path of destruction. He is live in Tuscaloosa tonight. Sean, the president has now walked through some of those neighborhoods. How was it?
Well, he walked through neighborhoods that looked just like this. He said he wanted to see the devastation, and these are some of the things that he saw. This was a restaurant. The people tell me they were able to survive through here because way back there, that thing that looks like a shed, that brick building, that's actually a cooler. They climbed inside there, saved their lives. The president heard survivor stories like that today. President Obama arrived in Alabama Friday, the hardest hit state by a series of storms and tornadoes. The president and first lady toured neighborhoods that were wiped out by tornadoes.
I've got to say, I've never seen devastation like this. It is heartbreaking.
The president declared Alabama a major disaster area. He promised federal funding is on the way to help people rebuild.
It even took the light bulbs, sucked them out of the fixture.
Gary Limroth is one of those rebuilding. He lives in the Forest Lake neighborhood. It was in the path of one of those deadly twisters.
The doors are starting to vibrate as if somebody's trying to pull the door open on you.
He ran for cover in the basement and was safe. When he came up to the main floor, he couldn't believe it. The force of the winds blew out windows, threw his stuff everywhere, and almost lifted the roof off his house. What surprised him the most was what did make it through the storm.
Something as fragile as the china, it's one of those freak things of a tornado.
Limroth says he's boarding up his house to keep looters out. He says he's already been victimized once. But for the most part, he says everybody is doing good by helping each other out, fixing roofs, handing out food and water, and lending support. He's seen enough goodwill to keep his spirits high.
I carry a thing around that I memorized, and that it was a poem that said, I was sad and had the blues because I had no shoes. And then upon a street, I met a man who had no feet. If we want to sit here and feel sorry for ourselves, we can get ourselves into a sorry sob sister party. But I said, we've got to move on.